Hello! So, lots of downloads I got today about something very important that you all need to hear. Um, first and foremost, I was hearing How You Remind Me by Nickelback. And really about being the lone wolf and people showing you like what it is that you need to see in yourself to keep going. Following the beat of your own drum. Journaling, just like I was on the treadmill, like I was processing this and then I couldn't write it down, but I didn't do it down until I was like walking and had my phone in my hand. Don't listen to the hype, the noise, okay? Trusting your intuition. Haters have no lives, project their insecurities because they want to control you from achieving your success because they feel inferior, that they can't do it themselves. You always have something within you that they wish they had, that they wish that they were. They never actualized the vision that they had for themselves, so they resent you for what you are doing or who you are. They gang up on you. They try to make you submit to their will, to dominate you, dominance. Resentful, controlling, insecure projection. They try to make you stop and go away. That's a big government thing. Like if you ever notice you're applying for something and it's like, no, no, no. Everything is just red tape and no. I dealt with that for many years being in the military. Everything was stop and go away. And I had a military lawyer, so he literally is the one that told me that. And just trying to keep going with all that resistance. It's like, stop and go away, stop and go away. Oh, and then I heard, hold on. Okay, I just want to make sure it's still recording. And then I heard this part from Bianca Del Rio from RuPaul's Drag Race, and it was all about gay men. So maybe you're LGBT, and it's like, what do you do successfully? Because she was like, quickly, like, gay men have a stigma of their bodies and exercise, and that is it. Everything is skin deep. Like there's nothing more to it. It's all, there's nothing, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do besides exercise? That's great that you know how to work out. What else do you do? Okay, there's more to life than chasing external validation and the next pretty boy, because pretty soon your life is going to be gone and you're going to be old and everyone is going to be judging you like you were judging them. That's karma. Okay, so like when you were younger, jumping from one pretty boy to the next. Some people stay in that. They drink forever. They develop these addictions. They drink all the time. They drink at 5 a.m., 10 a.m. They're still drinking from the night before. They're partying. They're going out. They're being ridiculous. They're chasing. They're having sex with different people. Anybody. Like, they don't even care. They don't take care of themselves. And they're always chasing that hype. They're always chasing the next prettiest one. They're jumping from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And I heard that part from Austin Powers. Okay, now I heard, those filthy buggers, they jump from port to port because they don't use condoms. And then I heard, Half-Baked, you know how much a condom costed back then? I don't know, we never used them. Like, they don't care. They're from that age and where they just, free love, they don't care, there's no disease, they don't care, they just want to be gross. So, you having a different mindset, or being, you give your part of your soul away when you're hooking up with somebody, like your soul is intertwining with somebody else's soul when you're sleeping with them. Okay, think about that. So, and it could be a boy or a girl, so take it as it resonates. They like to cause stress, trying to stress you out, subliminal messages, mental illness, scare tactics, fear-mongering. That is a Republican talking point. They try to scare you into judgment because they're always judging people. This is separate from Republican. It could be Republican or Democrat, but scared of judgment because they're always judging people. And they know they're doing something wrong. Listen to your intuition, but also listen to your conscious. What is it telling you? Judgment, like the Judgment card, awakening. This is your spiritually woke. Like, you need to be spiritually woke to realize this shit, because a lot of time they don't. They just keep repeating that pattern. And then they're old and they're still doing it. You just got to pull that shit right out of you. Eminem, that was from Eminem. A twin duality, like a duality to everything. And then the amount of shit that I get for being young and already being retired, like I'm not that old. Since I was 29, baby, since I was 29. I don't care. You think I care how you feel? Are you my doctor? No, I don't think so. Then that's what I thought. Anyway, like how they're talking about the mental institutions and the like if you have a mental illness, they're talking about those institutions that they're scare tactics, but they're probably like for some people that can't control themselves, that's a possibility. But I would like to see them do that to all the veterans, because the veterans are going to come up in arms. Like, I don't think so. Men are 4 times more likely to commit suicide because they hold it in and don't talk about it. No one ever says anything nice to men. You have a man in your life, say something nice to them. Women, they need to learn to vocalize their internal problems, to speak outwardly and heal outwardly like women do, or even gay men, to process it, because they hold it inside, and what it does is it eats away at you. I held it in for a decade, all the trauma that I went through in the military. And I couldn't talk about it until I started writing about it, going to therapy. It took me years of therapy because it takes a long time. And then started processing, and then I had my awakening after meeting my twin. But that was part of my awakening, going through all of that, feeling that way that other people feel when they don't know, that's confirmation, what to do when they're in that situation. Where they don't see 3 feet in front, other than 3 feet in front of them, because of mental blocks, because of self-limiting beliefs, because of mental illness. And other people trying to discourage you from seeking your path and doing what it is that you want for your greatest good. Wanting to sell you something. Always trying to make something... Okay, I heard that part of I Love Lucy, making the country work. You're not making the country work for you. When they lived out in the country and they moved from the city to the country, so that might be relevant, and they started raising chickens. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to do it. And you're not making the country work for you, because they were thinking about selling the chicken business and getting out of it. And then, when I was leaving, I'm going to post this in a different post, but I saw this gay man pulled up, right? I was at the gay gym, and he had this license plate that said Babalu. Okay, and oh my god, his voice, he sounded like Fred from, William Frawley. He sounded like William Frawley. On my mom, on Spirit knows that I am not lying about that. Oh my god, I wish I could have recorded his voice. I saw Aaron Samuels this morning at the gym. Oh, he's so cute. But anyway. Let's see what all that means, but hold on. So, the mental blocks. What would you do if you had the money that you wanted? Like, if you were you can't see 3 feet in front of you, you're only worried about money. What if you had the money? What if you're okay, that's the state of manifestation. You already see it. You act like you already have it. So what would you do if you already had that money that you really wanted? What would be different about your life? Where would you live? What would your life look like? What would be different than it is right now? And envision it and make conscientious steps towards it. Okay, let's see. What does Spirit want us to know about this whole giant message? I might have to make a part 2. What does Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this? Having hope, it's almost like depression, but it's leaning forward, but it's going down. Like maybe you're hopeless about the future, but you're struggling to walk away from something or someone, and it's a choice. You make that tenacity, you make that choice to keep going, or you make that choice to stop. It's your choice. Other people can't hinder you. They can try to stop you, but it's your choice ultimately to do it. A new creative spark, a new passion, a choice. It's your choice. Do you want to heal that abandonment wound? Do you realize it? Are you being analytical? Are you analyzing every emotion? Are you holding back? Are you holding back? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, are you avoiding something? Are you not seeing ahead? Are you not seeing ahead? Are you tired? Are you tiring yourself? You're draining yourself. Maybe it's not working. You're just like, I'm seeing somebody like going in circles with all this like mental noise. Again, the lovers, pay attention to this. Ending that choice, the choice of transformation. Maybe you changed and you're holding back. put it into action.